wait for a moment. The fact that you found this video right now, that it appeared in front of you exactly during these days, is not a coincidence. Between January 22nd and January 24th, the most intense cosmic alignment of the year is happening in the sky. 5 planets gather in Aquarius, and each one of them, one after another, merges with Pluto, the planet of transformation. This energy is not meant for everyone, but you are here, and that has meaning. Before continuing, it is important that you understand something clearly. What you are about to hear in the next minutes is not ordinary information. It is not just a simple astrological forecast, nor a generic motivational message. It is a map. A map of an energetic window that opens very few times in a person's lifetime. And you arrived at this map exactly when you needed to. Think about this for a moment. Out of all the videos you could be watching right now, out of all the things that could be taking your attention, this is the one you are here with. Or perhaps it was not fully your choice. Maybe something inside you, that part that knows things your conscious mind does not yet understand, guided you here. That part of you that has been feeling that something big is approaching, that restless feeling that is hard to explain, that sense of standing on the edge of something completely new. If in recent days you have felt a different energy, noticed your thoughts moving faster, your emotions shifting without a clear reason, or your body feeling like it is processing something invisible, you are not imagining it. What you are feeling is real. It is the anticipation of what is coming. It is your energetic system preparing to receive one of the most powerful cosmic activations of this decade. January 22nd marks the beginning of an extraordinary celestial configuration. On this day, Mercury, the messenger of the gods and the planet that governs the mind, communication and perception, joins Pluto in the early degrees of Aquarius. This conjunction is not something small. It is the moment when thought merges with the power of transformation. It is when ideas that were forming deep within your mind begin to rise with a level of clarity that was not available before. But this is only the beginning. On January 23rd, Mars, the warrior of the zodiac, crosses the threshold and enters Aquarius. On that same day, the Sun, our star and our source of vitality and purpose, forms an exact conjunction with Pluto. Take a moment to imagine what this means. The planet of action joins the planet of identity in the same space where Mercury, Venus, and Pluto are already present. 5 celestial bodies concentrated in a single sign. 5 different frequencies vibrating at the same point in the cosmos. 5 forces converging to create something you have not experienced before. This planetary concentration has a name, a stellium. And when a stellium includes Pluto, the ruler of the underworld and guardian of hidden treasures and buried truths, its power is greatly amplified. We are not talking about a subtle influence. We are talking about a portal, a door that opens to parts of yourself you may have forgotten even existed. Aquarius is the sign of innovation, of breaking what is already established, of vision that goes beyond the limits of the present. It is the architect of the future. When 5 planets gather in this sign, the message is clear. The universe is saying that it is time to release old structures. It is time to leave behind versions of yourself that no longer serve you. It is time to dare to imagine a life that until now existed only in the boldest corners of your dreams. I want you to pay close attention to what I am about to say, because this is essential. This energetic window between January 22nd and January 24th is not just a moment of potential, it is a moment of choice. The cosmos is offering you an opportunity, but this opportunity requires your conscious participation. It is not enough to know that this energy exists. You need to align yourself with it. You need to decide what you will do with this gift the universe is placing in your hands. You may wonder why you. Why did this video reach you and not millions of other people who could also benefit from this message? The answer is simpler and deeper than it seems. Not everyone is ready. Not everyone has done the inner work required to receive this kind of energy. Not everyone has walked through the dark nights, the doubts, and the silent transformations that you have experienced. Everything you have lived until now, every challenge, every moment of uncertainty, every time you felt lost was preparation. It was the path that brought you exactly to this point. There is something that sets the people watching this video apart from those who will never encounter it. It is this hunger for something more, this refusal to accept a mediocre life, this persistent intuition that you were created for something beyond the ordinary. If you recognize this within yourself, then you know exactly what I am talking about. Allow me to explain how this celestial mechanism works so you can make the most of it. When a planet joins Pluto, what ancient astrologers called a symbolic death and rebirth occurs in the area that planet governs. This is not chaotic destruction, it is alchemy. It is the process through which the old dissolves, so the new can emerge. It is the seed that must die as a seed in order to become a tree. Mercury, in conjunction with Pluto, on January 22nd, activates a transformation in your mind. The thought patterns that have limited you for years begin to reveal themselves with new clarity. The beliefs you adopted without questioning, the stories inherited from family or culture, the narratives you told yourself about who you are and what is possible for your life, all of these mental structures enter a deep process of review. Some thoughts will come to an end during these days, and in their place, new ones will be born that bring you closer to your truth. The Sun, in conjunction with Pluto, on January 23rd, takes this transformation to the core of your identity. The Sun represents who you are at your essence. It is your light, your vitality, and your purpose. When the Sun merges with Pluto, it is as if this light descends into the depths of your inner ocean to retrieve treasures that were hidden in darkness, parts of yourself that were denied, talents that were minimized, and aspects of your power that you handed over to others. All of this has the chance to be reintegrated, to return home. Mars entering Aquarius on the same day adds fuel to this transforming fire. Mars represents action, will, and the force that turns intentions into concrete reality. Without Mars, transformation remains only in the realm of possibility. With Mars activated inside the stellium, you gain not only the vision of what your life can become, but also the energy required to build it. It is as if the universe gives you both the map and the vehicle to reach the destination at the same time. Venus, which passed through Pluto a few days earlier, has been working quietly on another level. Venus governs what you love, value, and desire. Its passage through Pluto began a deep recalibration of your core values. You may have noticed that certain things that once seemed important now feel less meaningful, or that desires that were dormant are starting to surface with more intensity. This is Venus doing its work, clearing the ground so you can desire in a more authentic way. Not everyone will experience these days in the same way. Some people will feel a wave of clarity and motivation. Others will go through moments of emotional intensity that may feel overwhelming. Some will have sudden revelations, like flashes of understanding that light everything up at once. Others will experience a more gradual process, like dawn, slowly turning night into day. None of these experiences is better than the other. Each person has their own rhythm. What matters is not how you feel the transformation, but allowing it to happen, not resisting it, and trusting the process, even when you do not yet fully understand it. There may be an area of your life where you have been feeling stuck, a project that does not move forward, a relationship that needs to be redefined, a decision that has been delayed, or a dream that was put on hold because the circumstances did not seem favorable. These dates bring an energy specifically designed to unlock what was stuck, move what seemed frozen, and open doors you believed were closed forever. The stellium in Aquarius has a unique quality that sets it apart from other configurations. Aquarius is the sign that connects the individual to the collective. This means that the changes happening within you during these days are not only for you, they are part of something larger. They are your contribution to an evolution that is taking place on a planetary scale. You are one of the consciousnesses that are awakening, and these days offer the opportunity to solidify your place within this new paradigm. Pause for a moment now. If it is safe to do so, close your eyes. Take a deep breath and ask yourself honestly, what can no longer be carried with you? What weight have you been holding that is not truly yours? What fear has been controlling you without your permission? What story have you told yourself about who you are that you already know is not true? Whatever answer comes up, no matter how uncomfortable it feels, is exactly what you need to recognize in order to fully use this energy. Now ask yourself another question. What does your heart truly long for at its deepest level? Not what you think you should want, not what others expect from you, not what seems realistic or reasonable. Ask what your soul desires. What version of your life would make you wake up every morning with genuine joy just to be alive? The answer to this question is the compass that will guide your transformation during these days. The period between January 22nd and January 24th works like a 3-day portal. Each day carries its own energetic quality and its own focus within the overall transformation. The first day, with Mercury joined to Pluto, is ideal for mental work, questioning beliefs, writing in a journal, having deep conversations, reading or listening to content that expands your perspective. It is a day to allow the mind to die and be reborn. The second day, with the Sun and Mars activated together with Pluto, is the heart of the portal. It is the most intense day. This is when transformation can be felt more clearly in the body, in emotions, and in your sense of identity. It is a day for meaningful actions, for setting intentions, and for personal rituals. If this resonates with you, it is a day to claim your power. The third day is the day of integration. The energy begins to settle. What moved during the first 2 days starts to find its new place. It is a day for calm reflection, for noticing what has changed, for being grateful for the process, even if you do not yet fully understand it. It is a day to honor the new version of yourself that is emerging. I want to warn you about something important. Deep transformations are not always comfortable. Sometimes, before the new's born, there's a period where the old begins to fall apart. This can show up as confusion, emotional intensity, or the feeling that the ground is shifting beneath your feet. If you feel something like this during these days, do not be afraid. It does not mean something is wrong. It means something is changing at a deep level. It means the process is working. The clearest metaphor is that of a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. Inside the cocoon, the caterpillar almost completely dissolves, turning into an undefined substance before reorganizing into something entirely new. It is death and rebirth in its purest form. What might you expect to feel during these 3 days? Some people experience unusual mental clarity. Thoughts that were once confusing suddenly become organized. Solutions to problems that seemed impossible appear without effort. Other people feel a surge of physical energy, a strong impulse to move, act, and do things that had been postponed. If this happens to you, allow it. Your body is processing transformation through movement. Some people go through moments of deep emotion, with tears appearing for no clear reason and memories rising from the past. If this is your experience, allow it. Emotions are the language of the soul. Others may feel a deep calm, a peace that does not depend on external circumstances, a sense that everything is okay, and some people may not feel anything particularly different at all. If this is your case, it does not mean that the energy is not working within you. Some transformations happen at levels so deep that everyday awareness does not notice them right away. Trust the process, even if you do not feel anything in the moment. Here are some practical guidelines for these days. Reduce noise, constant distractions, and excessive use of social media. During this period, transformation needs space. Make time for stillness. You do not need to meditate for hours, but seek moments of silence. This can be early in the morning or during a walk in nature. It is within this silence that revelations find their way into your awareness. Pay attention to your dreams. During powerful stelliums like this one, the dream world tends to become especially active and meaningful. Keep a piece of paper by your bed and write down everything you remember when you wake up. Take care of your physical body. Drink more water than usual. Eat food that truly nourishes you. Move in ways that feel good for you. Rest when you feel the need to rest. Your body is the vehicle through which this transformation takes place. If you feel the urge to write, then write. It can be a journal, a letter to your future self, or a list of everything you are ready to release. Writing holds a deep alchemical power. It turns the invisible into something visible and the intangible into something concrete. This video reached you at a very specific moment in your life. Not earlier, when you might not have been ready, not later when the window might have already closed. It arrived now, at the exact right time. And that means something. The universe has been preparing you for this moment far longer than you may realize. Every experience you lived, every dark night of the soul you had to pass through was part of an invisible training. A quiet training so that you could be here now, ready to receive what these days have to offer. The question that remains is simple and profound. What will you do with this opportunity? Because this is an opportunity, not a guarantee. The cosmos can open doors, but it cannot force you to walk through them. It can light up paths, but it cannot make you walk them. That path is yours. This is your sacred responsibility. Imagine what your life will look like 1 year from now if you truly use this energy. Imagine that you have released everything you needed to release, that you have fully embraced the most authentic version of yourself, and that you have made the decisions your heart has been quietly asking for. Imagine this life. Feel it as if it were already real, because from the perspective of time, it already exists as a possibility. If this message resonated with you, if something moved inside you while you were listening, I invite you to do something simple but powerful. Write the word awakening in the comments. This word is not for me. It is a declaration you make to the universe. It is your way of saying that you are here, present, aware, and ready for what is coming. It acts as an energetic anchor that places your intention firmly into the field of possibilities. I also invite you to share this video with someone you feel needs to hear this message. Not everyone is ready, but there are people in your life who are. People who may be going through their own dark night and need to know that dawn is close. Your decision to share this may be exactly the catalyst someone else has been waiting for. And if you wish to continue receiving this kind of guidance, these maps, to help navigate the times we are living in, consider becoming part of this community. Every message I share is created to help you awaken more fully, to remind you of who you truly are, and to accompany you through this transformation that we are all moving through together. These are extraordinary times, and you chose to be here, incarnated on this planet, living exactly during this period. This was not an accident. It was a choice made long before you were able to remember it. Now, between January 22nd and January 24th, you have the opportunity to honor that choice and to become more fully who you were always meant to be. The stellium of 5 planets in Aquarius is waiting for you. Pluto is waiting for you. Your own transformation is waiting for you. The only question is whether you are ready to answer this call. And something tells me that you are, because otherwise you would not have arrived here. May these 3 days bring into your life exactly what your soul needs. May the transformation be deep but gentle. May the old leave with gratitude, and may the new arrive with blessings. May you discover within yourself reserves of power you did not even know existed. And may you one day look back from a future brighter than you can imagine today and recognize that this is where something beautiful began. The portal is open. This is your moment to cross through.